So we recently picked up this RTIC 72 quart wheeled cooler, and before buying it, we spent a good amount of time trying to figure out what would actually work for us. Now, if you're here, I'm guessing you're doing the same. So let me save you some time, and real quick, I'll just walk you through what we like so far and a couple things I wish were different. So first off, this is the ultra-light version, and I believe it weighs around 35 pounds empty and can hold about 70 pounds of ice. Now, I know that sounds pretty heavy, but it really doesn't feel like it once it's rolling. And that brings me to the wheels. So the wheels are actually puncture-proof and all-terrain. Plus, I believe they have some kind of really nice bearings inside of the wheels, so it rolls really smoothly, which is definitely great. So no matter where you're going, you're definitely not gonna have any problems. But if you do ever need to carry it, there is a handle on both sides. Then there's definitely a few other features that really stood out to us. The top one would definitely have to be this silicone gripped no slam handle. I really like this, which personally for me, I just love anything that's no slam. And then I really like all of the rubber features on here. So we've got the no skid rubber feet is gonna keep it from sliding around. And then we have these latches, which are just really easy to use. All right, and then we've also got these tie down points so that you can secure this to like your truck bed or maybe like if you're in a boat. But as you can see, they also work really great for strapping your gear on top of. So I was able to strap 2 folding chairs on top of mine, which is gonna save me a trip from having to walk back to the car to grab them. Oh, and then we got a few other little extras. So we've got a spot to lock it, and a built-in bottle opener. And if you're like me and you're wondering what 72 quarts actually looks like, for size reference, here's a little example. So we've got an 8-pack of sparkling waters, half a gallon of milk, and I believe RTIC says it can hold around 96 cans. And inside of this net, we've got a Costco size bag of shredded cheese and some butter. Now, just for fun, I did a little leak test. So I filled it all the way up with water, which, let's be real, probably won't happen in normal use, but it did leak when we tipped it and moved it around a bunch. But for me, that's not a huge issue, but something worth noting. So the seal isn't 100% airtight, but RTIC does claim that this freezer-style gasket can keep ice up to 6 days. So I imagine the seal must be pretty decent. Now I haven't tested that, but I did leave it out in the direct sun for about 8 hours, and the ice held up really well. I also read a bunch of reviews that back up RTIC's claim, so I'm optimistic. Now, a few other minor complaints. It would have been nice if this came with the basket and dividers instead of having to buy them separately, but at least there's an option. So you can see here where the baskets would sit on this little lip, and we've got this little raised edge here so the basket's not gonna slide around. So I'll probably end up picking one of those up. Well, that's pretty much everything I've noticed so far. If you've got any questions for me, drop them below and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you already have this cooler, I think we'd all love to hear how it's been holding up for you. Oh, and if you want to pick one up for yourself, you'll find a link in the video description.